Let's talk about a game that's game-changing for many of my clients. In these video clips, you'll notice that I throw the ball for Shadow into this field of soybeans. Because he can't see where the ball went, he then uses his nose to search for it. This takes the arousing game of fetch and turns it into an on-off switch game. Shadow is working on self-regulation here, and he's having a lot of fun doing it. Fetch can be a really arousing game. The dog just goes up and up and up as they chase. But in this version, Shadow chases, he comes up, but then he sniffs, he seeks, his head lowers below his body, his heart rate drops, and he calms himself down on a physiological level. Shadow can actually search for a ball in this scenario for upwards of 5 minutes. That's a lot of cognitive work, and a lot of what we call learned industriousness, or that ability to work through the challenge. It's vitally important here that the challenge and the skill level are matched. If the challenge is too high for your dog's skill level, they'll end up frustrated. If it's too easy, they'll become bored. If you don't have access to a large soybean field, you can also do this in tall grass or in the woods. And if you're playing fetch in a wide open space that doesn't allow for this sort of activity, you can swap out the searching for a scatter feed when your dog brings the ball back. Then you'll get that sniffing, that eating, that head lowering. And you can also do the same thing with games of tug or chase or when playing with a flirt pole. I specialize in chronic nervous system dysregulation, so my canine clients are often struggling with hyperarousal, chronic stress, trauma, or anxiety disorders. And on-off switch games are often a game changer for a lot of dogs, especially if a lot of their regular enrichment already involves very high arousal activities like fetch or playing with a flirt pole, without any of that opportunity to come down in between. When setting your dog up for an on-off switch game, it's important to start with low bits of arousal, short duration, minimal movements, low intensity. If your dog struggles to do the calming portion of their on-off switch game, the arousal level was too high. So you can help them calm down and then next go round, keep the arousal level a bit lower. And when your dog is done, be sure to tell them how proud you are of them and all of their hard work.